Today I'm going to be tying a simple caddis nymph pattern. The hook I'm using is a size 16 TMC 100 BL. And I've already put a small brass bead on. The thread is a UTC 70 in wood duck. And you can start your thread just behind the bead. And then for the tail of the fly, I like to use the feathers from the back of a Hungarian partridge. I want the ones that are closer to the wings. They're a little bit stiffer and have better markings than the ones at the back. So once you've found a good feather, you can strip all the undesirable fibers out and then pull down about 1/16 to an 1/8 inch of fibers and then snip the tip off. And then hold the feather with the fibers pointed backwards, and you want to sort of just collect them into a loose roll. And tie those in at the back of the hook. And then you can pull them until they're the right length. Just about a hook gap long. And then secure the rest of the feather up to an eye length behind the bead. Next, I'm going to be taking about 3 turns of small copper wire and tying that in on the near side, or the far side of the hook, sorry, near side for the camera. I'm going to take that all the way back to the bend. And I like to form a bit of a taper on the body. So I like to wrap halfway down the hook shank and then back up, and then halfway down that back segment and back up. And then for the last thread wraps back, I like to give the bobbin a counterclockwise spin to flatten the thread out. Give it a nice floss-like quality. And then take that all the way back. You might need to give it another counterclockwise spin. And then take that back to that small gap between the abdomen and the bead. And then make touching turns with the copper wire up the shank to your thread. Okay, for some reason my wire has gotten stuck in my thread, so I'm going to snip that out and deal with it later. Once you reach your thread, you can tie that down. And then helicopter the wire to break it off clean. Next, I'm going to take some gray squirrel dubbing, and I've just added a bit of fire red antron to this for a bit of color. Make a fairly thin dubbing noodle, about 1.5 to 2 inches long. And then start the thorax up right behind the bead, back to the abdomen, and then forward again. And once you've finished wrapping that, you can whip finish. Snip your thread free. And there you have it, a simple copper caddis nymph pattern. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.